We're back.
Yay! It's been so long.
I know. It's stupid work. Stupid.
Work.
I know, it really is. It's fun work. I've been doing some fun work, but I just
Yeah.
yeah. It eats into my my damn dirty ape time, that's for sure.
And any kind of hobbies you might want to jump from. I picture you like a hummingbird, just taking nectar from all kinds of flowers.
There's definitely a certain distracted element to it for sure.
Me too.
We've been doing these cottages. We've like Jane loves to get away for the weekends, so we've gone up to these other people's cottages, of course, because we don't.
Because
I never understood wanting a cottage. Like I just don't want another place to look after that you've got to open and close every year and all that kind of. So anyway, so we've been going to friends' cottages, and then we've rented. We did like an Airbnb thing with our friends. Coming up. Then, of course, I got a job right smack in the middle of it. My wife is so mad.
Are you the kind of guy that would be upset about finding bed bugs or like intrigued?
Even talking about them makes me itch.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Yeah, you find bed bugs, and I'm screwed. If I were to find bed bugs, I'd be absolutely screwed. We had a scare where there was like. We had like a carpet that we'd sent off to get cleaned, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's full of bed bugs!" And
oh my god,
we called the pest guy in, and the pest guy's like where the carpet had been. And there's all these other carpets with it, so I was like, "Oh my god, they're going to be everywhere!"
Oh.
And he unrolled them and was like, "Yeah, it's not; those aren't bed bugs."
Oh.
He's like this, like there's like a carpet beetle thing that you can get. And I'm like,
so
what do they do? I was like, "What do they do?" And he's like, "Yeah, like, nothing."
Like, do they eat your like dander and stuff?
I think so. Yeah, I think they sort of clean up.
Wow.
I can't remember. He had there was actually a proper term for it. He was actually a fascinating guy. Guy. He was talking about he went to a kid's sand pit at a nursery because they had a problem with these wasps. These wasps were attacking the kids, and he finds the nest in the sandbox.
Whoa.
Yeah, but it was a nest of wasps he'd never seen before, and they were a completely new species from the Middle East somewhere or something, and they were like these huge wasps that no one had seen before, and they're not like that's what are they?
And they're attracted to urine because of a kid sandbox.
They're an invasive species who thought, well, they're just trying to get back to the desert or whatever it was, So, yeah, but so he was telling me, and he was fascinated by this stuff, and so of course I was fascinated by him, and he stayed way too long because we were talking about bugs.
Brainstorm. What if you got those beetles to kick it up a notch, and you never have to vacuum because
wouldn't that be
they
great?
Eat everything off the carpet and
that'd be like instead of those
down in there.
Roomba things running around bumping into things, just have like a swarm of beetles that just comes in and eats everything.
And they poop rose scented or Christmas.
Ooh, like Febreze. They just poop Febreze. Yeah. No, I like it.
Man, this is fantastic. Somebody
people
get on that.
You're welcome. You guys can have all these amazing ideas for free. That's what's so great about Damn Dirty Abes. Hey, Damn Dirty Abes. You want to tell people what the hell we're doing?
Damn Dirty Abes. It's a show where I have discovered that Abes, people who can walk, are the root of all evil and problems on Earth. So we point those out, but we also can point out things they've done well.
Yeah.
In serving the new overlords, the disabled.
Right.
The more disabled you are, the more overlordy you are.
Right.
That's my thought.
Gimpy G is short for Gimpy God, right?
God.
So,
true.
Your godlike intellect and personality. Yeah, exactly.
And just Star Trek or any of those shows, when you ascend, you leave your body behind.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, I'm that guy.
Right.
I'm in the process of shedding this.
Well, I would leave that body behind. Yeah, definitely. I'd leave this one. I could lose this one too, actually. I got some extra.
Well,
I sort of move while I walk now. It's kind of a...
Does it? Oh, don't you hate that?
A bit of a jiggle going. I got to be careful.
But they're, like all good actors, they act like real pecs. So
this is what my asshole friend told me years ago, who I love, obviously. But he said, Hewlett, here's the deal. The fatter you get, the more you're going to work. And I don't think he's wrong.
Really?
Right. Yeah.
Does it make you more or less threatening? I don't know.
I guess it depends. If you're a sandwich, probably quite threatening.
You know what? I was going to ask you this. Whenever I got a new job, I'd get that imposter syndrome. I was going to ask if you get that, but then I was like, but wait, you're an imposter
I'm literally an imposter. That's for a living.
for the work, but do
Yeah.
you get that where you're like, I'm not, nobody trained me for this. I'm
If I don't get imposter syndrome, I'm probably not doing my job.
right. Is that weird? I was thinking about that. I was like, this is, I think we discovered a paradox.
It is weird though, because you do, yes, there's obviously this stuff where you just go like, what am I doing? Who am I kidding? No one's gonna, do you believe that? Like, there's a certain amount of that, but there's also that 10,000 hours thing, right? When you've been doing it for so long,
Oh,
there's
true.
a technique that, like, I used to be very worried about what would happen if, what if I couldn't find, that whatever it was you needed to do, or, because I don't know how this stuff works. I just react to whatever's happening on set. But,
Yeah.
but
You
after a
started
while, you
so
get those.
young.
I was really young. That's true. It's funny. I didn't think I was. Like, I thought at the time, I was like, oh, at least I'm not a kid actor. I still, 14 or 15, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so much for that.
Can you cry? Have you had to cry?
Oh God, all the time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Oh,
great
I don't
now though,
mean in
because I've
real
got this
life.
kind of.
I just mean,
Yeah, no. I mean, just now, I was actually crying. No,
no.
I can't cry like at the drop of a hat, but I can usually sort of squeeze out a tear or two.
So they have to give you 5 minutes for you to start yanking those
No, no, no,
hairs,
no. Yeah,
that
well,
kind
then
of
if
thing.
that doesn't work, then they've got this menthol stuff they can blow in your eyes too, which is great.
Oh, cool. Why don't they
Once
just
you
pepper
start,
spray you? That
yeah,
would work really
there
well.
you go. That too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They kind of want to see your eyes as
Hi,
opposed to
everybody.
not just the big
Well,
puffy.
yeah, but they'd be really red and puffy, and so it
Yeah,
would go
yeah.
off
Not very
really
emotive though.
well.
Not
Yeah.
particularly emotive.
Whoa, look, we have a different
We got a whole different vibe
language up
happening
there.
today. Yeah, what's going on?
Douglas
Uh,
Games.
Douglas
Oh,
Games.
vo pode
That.
falar sobre at Atlas.
What do you think that is?
I'm going to say it means, do we ever read Ayn Rand's The Atlas Shrugged? That's what I'm going to say, because I don't
Atlas
know.
Shrugged. Really? You went to Atlas Shrugged?
I don't know. It's the
Which
only
I've
place I
got to
see
say,
Atlas.
I know she's got the absolute worst perspective on the world, but my God, I really liked her books. I
If you
loved
read them
Atlas
in
Shrugged.
sci-fi,
Loved it. Mm.
it works.
Well, that's how I
If
read
you,
them. I didn't
right.
even know there was Atlas. I loved Atlas Shrugged. I think probably was that the one about the trains, about the.
Yeah, like the guy that could. It was basically all the smart guys went and hid because they weren't getting the accolades they deserved, and the money shouldn't be going to the poor. It should be going to the inventors and the
Well,
movers and the shakers.
yeah, I mean, she's all about what is it, merit-based, meritocracy. Merit, is that right? Merit, did I get it right? Did I get it
Yeah,
right the first time?
meritocracy.
I never
Yeah,
get that right. Okay, so meritocracy. There you go. Yeah. But again, as a, I'm assuming white female of a certain standing in society, I guess that's, her perspective
yeah,
was, what are these freeloaders doing?
yeah. I didn't know she actually meant the scum. Like that kind of thing. Like
I remember being on a plane reading it, and as a very young man, and the guy beside me was like, "How'd you like it?" And I was like, "It's really good." And he's like, "Yeah, it's a good book. You may want to rethink the
you fascist
philosophy
fuck.
behind it." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's so funny that's it's one of the reasons why they're talking about keeping YouTube away from people under 16 in Australia, is because they go like it starts with Blue's Clues or whatever whatever Baby Shark, as the news reporter was saying. It starts
Right.
with Baby Shark, and then you go to Minecraft videos, and then someone starts swearing in the Minecraft videos, and then you get content. The content is very good at radicalizing or going to the extremes of whatever the kids start with, right?
If I try to research, like looking at a different, more right wing something, it'll start feeding me that constantly.
This is my issue. Is the algorithm not
bad?
Yeah, yeah. There's an algorithm that is giving you what they think you want instead of just like I'm thinking about paying for search because I'm like I just want a search that isn't trying to sell me something, isn't trying to push me in any directions. I just want to go back to that original Google where you just typed stuff in and got this myriad of amazing links to all the various things.
It's good with I love rabbit holing stuff. You're like, oh look, I just all of a sudden I was looking into rabbit holes, and now I'm looking at
Yeah.
space rabbits,
Right.
and
Right.
who knows?
Yeah. That's part of the fun, I think, of it. Um, it's when I've not been doing my email of awesomeness of late, but people should go to techbandits.org and sign up anyways, because I will
Yes,
start again.
please.
I'm on my summer vacation. But that was always really good. I found it at forcing me to focus, because I would do a lot of rabbit holing and then I'd go off on
It-
different. But eventually, you had like a few key things you had to look up and understand before.
Do you have a means for people to read that and then come discuss them somewhere? Not necessarily with you, but
No, no.
amongst each other. Because I've always like once you show something cool,
Mm,
like tardigrades or something, and I kind of
mm.
want to talk to everybody that's also getting the
I have a
newsletter.
Discord. I mean, there is a Discord, but that's not a bad idea. The idea of linking each one to a new chat. I guess if it's a new chat, or just have a place for people to discuss the stuff.
Yeah, just discuss
Yeah, yeah,
this week's newsletter or
um,
something like that.
yeah. No, I like that idea, and also just I always love. I mean, other than having to uh, monitor that stuff, it's always trying to weed out the good from the bad on those online forums. It's just a freaking nightmare.
Well, that's why Cal might be able to help us with that. But we'll
Poor
see about that.
Cal. Come on, Cal.
Cal the
You're
Hammer.
gonna give her more to do? For God's, I
Well,
may see Cal.
no, oh yeah, that'd be
Possible.
great.
I'm scared she's gonna wimp out, but she's talking about maybe coming to this the Comic-Con connections in England
Oh,
in
that'd be
September.
so cool.
That'd be neat. Yeah, and I think I might see James Gurney too.
Uh,
Possibly.
uh, which you've already seen him. I mean,
Oh,
you
I've
know what
already.
he
Yeah.
looks like.
I
I
don't think I've
picture
met him.
Cal as a Viking or a Valkyrie,
Uh,
kind of. She's got her loins girded, and
like,
she's got like those breastplate things and the wings on her helmet, and
well,
she
she
will
might, because
smack you.
keep in mind, we are going to a
Yeah.
Comic Con convention.
Oh,
So
true.
there's a chance.
Right. So it works.
I
Totally
guarantee you,
works.
there'll be at least one of those people there. I'm sure. So
Did you see the 10-foot tall Galactus
no.
costume? Whoa, it's so cool.
Wow.
It's
No,
at a Comic Con.
I have been very off social media, and I
That's
say
a
that
good
in a
idea.
very judgy way, but I'm not. I've just found I was just making me miserable. I mean, not that CNN and BBC is either. So it's helped me out.
Again, watch how I work with flies. See that fly on my
Was that
head?
a fly? I just thought you had. Oh,
Nope, that son of a
who was
bitch.
the who was
And
the?
this is all I can do.
Pretty
Nope, see that's
good.
it
Where is he? Where's he gone?
on my straw.
God,
Sons of bitches.
you need like one of those, like there's someone created a laser. It was like a little laser
Ooh.
thing that could zap them. I'm not sure I would be doing that around your face, but maybe when they're
Oh,
not around
I
your
don't
face,
mind.
that's like next time I
Oh,
see you, there's little burn marks all over your.
I have we have an assault rifle. It's got salt in it, and you pump it once, and you can shoot flies with it. But
What?
if I could put something on an
Sorry, wait a
arm
sec.
and it
Wait a sec. Go
assault,
rewind.
like not assault, but assault, like table salt. So it will shoot
Oh,
like a
okay. So it's not
little.
you said it sounded like you said assault rifle. I was
I
like,
know, but
I don't
well,
know. That's such
it's
a
an
good idea.
assault rifle.
So
Yeah,
it's like like a salt shotgun type thing.
it's like a Nerf gun,
Yeah, but you put
but
salt in it.
right, and it will shoot just a teeny, like a eighth of a teaspoon of salt, and eradicate a bug.
Really?
Oh yeah, and Trent is like a sniper from hell.
But
He
don't you
can
have
shoot a
salt
fly from
everywhere?
10 paces. It's not
Really?
that much salt. So
I liked this thing. I gotta see if I can get it. There was this thing that you point it at the insect, and a giant thing goes whoosh and sucks it into a little
ugh,
canister at the back. It's almost like a ghost trap in Ghostbusters.
it sounds like it.
Doesn't that sound cool? And apparently you
Yeah,
can do it with like spiders and stuff, except someone was saying that it's a little too powerful and sometimes the spiders arrive in pieces.
once you're on my face, I don't care.
Well, that's
You've
true.
given up your right to
It's
live.
true. See, Jane has that rule about the house. If
Okay.
you show up in her house, she hasn't applied it to me yet, but if you're an insect in the house, you are basically, that's a death sentence.
I'm assuming mammals also fall into that, or lower mammals, rodents.
I don't know. We had some the cutest little field mice that used to come and visit, but
Oh, cute.
those
Didn't you
got
have giant rats in your
and
garage?
giant rats. I think we still might. There's a strong possibility they could still be there, especially now that I'm not really in there anymore, right? So
Yeah, and you probably left all kinds of breakfast burritos in there.
yeah. Someone's asking us what game we're talking about.
What game?
It's called the Game of Life, my friend.
Yeah, we're talking about hardcore.
Ivanius was saying, "What game are you talking about?" We're talking about the game of trying to keep flies off
Off of yourself if you can't move your arms
Yeah.
or head very much. Like if I were to whip my head back and forth like that song, I would just flop over. Yeah.
Wow.
And we have to call
And then what are you
somebody.
going to do? The flies are going to be all over you.
Yeah, then they'll just crawl on my eyeball.
Oh God.
And this is how
What if a
spiteful I
wasp
am.
gets in there or something? Like what? Like
You know what? I'll still clamp on him. I don't give a damn.
really?
I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Remember when he bit that vulture?
Yeah.
That's me, man.
Wasn't
I'm spiteful.
Was that Conan? Was that?
Yeah, Conan.
Yeah.
He got crucified, and then the vulture was like eating on me with ire. Yeah.
God, I remember that. That, and then we saw Red Sonja as well, which was not as good.
Not as good at
But
all.
who was that? Who was that act? It was.
Oh gosh, I know
that?
her.
She was also like she's in like a Rocky movie.
Tall lady,
well.
tall blonde lady.
Someone will know.
Pretty. She was weird.
Christian's looking forward to seeing Alien Earth later.
That would be good.
I kind of
I've heard.
it's See Alien Earth later. Sorry, I thought it was called Earth Later, but that's not.
No, it's just Alien Earth.
Yeah.
Period. So they actually get here and get free.
Oh,
and
really?
then we have to deal with them.
Oh, is that what it's about?
And it's got androids and cool stuff.
Shoot. Okay, and it's a movie? What is it, or a series?
Is it a series or a movie, guy?
Weird. It's like, let's talk to the old guys, and they tell them what they don't know what's going on.
I'm saving on Amazon. See, look.
I'm saving 28 years later to watch this while we're away at the cottage, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's on your nose, for God's sake. Oh, got it.
Sister,
Thank God.
Cannot stand this. Sorry, everybody. I had to yell for my sister.
You got to zap.
It's getting in my brain. That's where people like.
So that's why you can't ever live in Australia.
Or I'd be okay at it either. Which
they got the Aussie.
No,
they call it the Aussie wave, right? Like people when they're talking, they just automatically move their hand like this just to keep the flies.
But you have giant bugs up there too, don't you? Like
yeah.
Kind of.
We got West Nile up here.
Hey, me too.
Did you?
It must be the altitude.
We should collect them all. West Nile. They got West Nile. They got apparently the first mosquito for a guy who never left Toronto or whatever, the country. And he had West Nile. We used to worry about that in LA. Yeah, we used to worry about that in LA.
What else do we have? We have the Hunter virus here. So we've got the dry virus. It's like from rodent poop, and it gets so dry that it becomes
like
not
airborne?
aerossolized.
Like frizzle, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
God,
that's great.
Poop. That's terrible.
No, yeah. If you go in to clean a barn or a horse stall, you're definitely breathing horse poop.
We have the same issue, I think, with the raccoon poop. Raccoon poop is the most toxic stuff like you can basically get.
Really?
Most ridiculously hyperbolous way of describing it.
Oh, okay.
Apparently it's incredibly, incredibly bad for you.
I think in a million years it's going to be raccoons will be the dominant species on Earth.
That's
why technology.
That's why I have logos with them because I'm
cuttlefish.
AI raccoons. That's what we're going to have. And cuttlefish.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. It's true though, or octopus or something. One of those, like what are they called?
Cephalopod.
Cephalopod, definitely. I personally welcome our cephalopod overlords.
Yeah. Me too.
Did you notice something? Did you notice something?
What?
We just said hi.
No, let me see. Restream. Chatty. Cal here. Yay, Cal.
Cal is in the house. Hello, Cal.
Cal.
Yeah. Cal's like, I guess I must have missed all the last podcasts that we've been doing. But no, Cal, I've been working.
He's been working.
Yeah.
And he's been diligent, which I don't trust.
What?
So I would say
a lot of lines to learn. I've got a lot of lines. I've got these two things, and both of them have a lot of lines to learn. Yeah.
which is called acting. So yeah,
I know, exactly. Well, for some people. But, weirdly, I find it easier to learn lots of lines than I do just one line. Having one line in a scene is like murder for me.
really, because you have to well, you'd still have to know other people so you know when to come in,
Know when
right?
to say it. Yeah, and I can never get that right because half the time I can't hear anybody anyways because they're like all mumbling and acting and stuff. So
Oh
I
yeah.
got my
Remember, we do have a date that you have to teach me to act, since you're not gonna let me
Really?
teach you mathematics online. So
God,
just a little bit,
sounds like a
just
nightmare.
the fun stuff.
What would you teach me? What would be the first thing you teach me?
A little algebra or something. I don't
Okay.
know, something fun.
I liked algebra. The ones I hated was I hated all that graph stuff.
So
Vectors,
geometry or
vectors and all the oh my god, it used to drive me
trig.
crazy.
Yeah, that would be
Geometry,
trig.
yeah. I think my spatial awareness is off. I can't. I just have a real
Maybe so. Remember, you get motion sick from sitting still.
yeah. If I move my head
So
too much, I'll get sick watching this. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
I love trig and all those.
Oh,
I
look, I might.
failed
Yeah,
ninth grade, but yeah,
you failed ninth grade.
I failed everything in ninth grade. Yeah,
Really?
they didn't give me an assistant,
Oh.
and then I took everything home, even the work you would do in class. And then my mom and dad had jobs, and
Mm.
they would have done it. I'll just tell you, if I had said yeah, they would have done it. But then they would have been working until 10 o'clock at night just on me. They already bathed me and fed me and everything else. So I wasn't going to ask them.
Could you do some homework too?
Yeah, could you write all this shit down for me? Oh yeah, I don't have notes because nobody will take notes from me. They gave
That's
me a
so weird
kid
though.
in class.
Why didn't they have someone?
It was the early days of
Oh. When you were just lucky to be there?
yeah, we let you in.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Look
Yeah.
at us. Look at us integrating. Yeah. Okay.
We'll let you in. We'll even change a bathroom maybe for you. I actually went to the restroom at the beginning of my high school years or junior high in the boys' locker room. They had a cot there, and somebody was supposed to take me to the restroom there, which was always fun to be laying there, taking a tinkle into a urinal, and 30 teenage boys go raw into it, and they think you're doing gay stuff because I don't know why.
Because they're teenage boys.
Yeah.
God, it just seems shocking to me that
It
there
is.
aren't better, amenities for people. Like that just you're
I'm sure there
a
are now, I
teenager.
hope.
You've got to
Actually, no,
be
there's not.
as a teenager, it's not like you're not somewhat self-conscious.
Right.
Jesus, that's wild. And it's true. Dewey's right there. Dewey, 1984. Teens can be ruthless.
Ruthless.
Yeah. Especially teenage girls.
Yeah. I'm glad. Well, would it have been okay if it was the girls' locker room? No. They would have been even meaner.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably traumatized too.
Yeah. They would have sued me for laying their own pee.
There you go. Yeah. To be teenage years was pain too. Oh God, I hated being a teenager.
Yeah.
I hated it. And I was so pretty.
You were gorgeous.
I should have been so happy, but I was so miserable.
You should have been knocking it out of the park all the time. But you didn't have confidence, did you?
I had no confidence. No, not at all.
No.
I thought I was deep, but I was a muddy puddle.
Damn it.
Yeah, I was just trying so hard. I was just trying so. It's like if I could tell anyone anything growing up, it's like just it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It just doesn't matter.
No.
Just be yourself. Do your stuff. Just don't But that said, you also do have to be aware of other people because you want to be kind and considerate and,
sure.
and stuff. But it's just that I just wish I hadn't spent so much time worrying about
what
how
others
things
thought
are going to be seen. And yeah, it's just amazing.
That's why when I taught and had to have the kids write on the board, it was a big cosplay thing where I'm like, okay, you are no longer in control of your body. I am in control.
Right.
So if anybody's gonna laugh and because we made a mistake, it's all on me, man. And I would on purpose do things wrong and sometimes you just do things wrong. But I would do That way I could take the heat and say, "Oh, look, see, math guy gets it wrong." So
Right, right.
yeah,
God, it's so funny, isn't it? The things you do as a as a teenager to try to fit in, and
yeah.
those things that one of the things I promised myself as a parent, and I hope I've stuck to this. I have to ask Baz about it. Was that I remember my parents always like, that is not a problem, right? You know what I mean? Like it's always that kind of like,
Okay.
oh my God, you're worried about this. That's but and because even then I remember thinking like I'm never going to do it to my kid, because the reality is if it's a problem that I may not know all the problems of the world, but I know that this problem is the biggest problem
It's
I've
eating the
ever.
shit out of me.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So this like
Yeah,
I never wanted to ever go like, dude, relax. It doesn't matter about whatever. You know what I mean? Um,
yeah.
you've got to sort of approach it with the same kind of urgency that the kid does.
I had a hard time in junior high and high school because they'd
Mm,
be like, "Oh, look at this zit I have," and of course, I probably had a fly crawling across my
mm,
forehead at the time, and they're like, so I'm like, I don't see it, man. I just don't
mm.
see it.
Did you lose the
Why
fly?
you
Did your
care?
sister get the fly? I
No, it just went away.
was scared.
So I guess
I'm scared.
halitosis wins.
I'm scared. Huh?
Yay!
That's the key. Just never brush your. Well, no, that
Never,
might attract
ever.
more flies. That's more flies
Oh
though.
yeah,
Yeah, you kind of want a minty, like a winter mint
yeah.
that might just knock it dead.
Heavy alcohol. Heavy
Icy blast.
alcohol.
Icy blast.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So
My dad's advice: just punch back. Okay, thanks, Dad. That's Cal.
well, see, actually, it's served her well. I guess
Mhm,
like
mhm,
my dad went to the trouble to teach my sister how to punch, like how to throw your shoulder into it and turn your hips, and
mhm,
yeah, because I couldn't do that for him. So
mhm.
she was quite the little scrapper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never, I was a lover, not a fighter, Lance.
Well,
or,
my
or
sister
as
fought
I
for
don't just,
me.
yeah, perfect. I would fight for my sisters, but I never really got into fights. I was a blowhard. You know.
She fought twins one time.
Really? Twins are
Yeah,
evil, man. I got twins living in
yeah,
my
they
basement.
do.
I don't
They'll
wanna.
attack you from behind.
Oh
They're
yeah, yeah.
like a
You don't even
two.
know who's coming at you. You don't know
No,
which ones. Yeah, like
you're right. I thought I took care of you. Where
yeah,
are you coming from?
yeah. Oh my God! So
Oh,
Christian in early high school loved Prince, so wore red jeans, yellow jeans, various bright colored silk shirts, and a purple suit. That sounds cool. I
did
used to
you
do that.
wear a raspberry beret? Hello.
Raspberry beret. You are so hip and in the know.
Yep.
I also was a Prince fan, and I used to wear like the frilly shirts with the ruffles, and I used to love all that.
Yeah. And then you did that noise like, like that.
I didn't really sing his stuff. It was a little too high for me.
It's hard, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
difficult
yeah.
to really mimic a Prince song.
That's interesting though. That Christianity says that was trying to compensate for their introversion,
Introversion.
which is funny because I guess in a way that's what I used to carry I used to dress like Doctor Who and carry a teddy bear around in my pocket.
Like in your pocket?
Yep. I had like kind of a big jacket like a Doctor Who kind of jacket, and I had the big scarf, and then I'd have this little teddy bear that sat in my outside pocket.
He's the only one you could talk to,
It's
wasn't
true.
he?
Yeah.
He was
And
the only one.
you know what his name was?
Teddy?
Sebastian.
Oh, no way.
Don't tell my son I named him after a teddy bear.
After a teddy bear. After a delusion you had once.
Yeah. 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 And people just did not know what to do with it. And I get it because it was stupid and weird. And what does my son call everything now? Performative.
Oh,
Performative.
really?
It was look at me, don't look at me. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So,
But people do that a lot now. That's why everybody has a disability that you just can't see.
yeah. How do
Or
you find that? Like, are you like as someone with I mean,
like
pardon
an
this, but
obvious
fairly
something. Yeah.
obvious disability, fairly
Yeah.
obvious, um, uh, how do you find all that? Because I mean, by
It depends
labeling it
on
as
the
a
day.
disability.
Like there was one time this lady, she was the head of the nursing program
Mm,
at the college I was administrator at. And so she came to tell me a story
mm,
about her son who has 3 kids and a good job, but he missed out on a what's it called? Like a hiring because of his dyslexia. And then
right.
she goes, "Wouldn't you say that kind of invisible disability is worse than what you have?" And I said, "No, but continue with your story." which really
Literally?
messed her up. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
So
Well, yeah, it'd be
if you've
hard to
got
avoid.
kids, you can dress yourself. You
Mm,
pee whenever you want.
mm,
I can get behind you. I get it. It's hard,
mm,
but let's not get crazy now.
mm.
Yeah.
It's that weird thing, isn't it? Where it's like I feel like is it a societal thing now where like everyone wants to be like the victim to somehow or wants to be the outcast or the is there
Maybe it's that
something
introvert thing that we were
mm,
just talking about where there's something special about me, but you don't know it.
but there is I mean the reality is no two people are the same, but I could dress however I want and I know I would find someone else somewhere who had similar tastes, right? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wrote this down. I was like, I said, human beings are unique like snowflakes, but like snowflakes, they act exactly the same in an avalanche, right? So,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's true. There's like a group mentality, and then there's an individuality. Boy, easy for
if
me to
you
say.
look at them with a microscope, yes, they're unique. But if
Yeah.
you look at them and how they interact and move around and do things, they're remarkably similar.
Mm. I think I got sunburn on the back of my head.
Well, look at you. I've been going on walks with Trent, so
Oh
the
yeah.
top of my head, ouch,
Oh yeah. You got to watch it. Huh?
ouch,
That's it.
the
Yeah. I
bald
didn't.
crap.
I was sitting on a dock chatting with friends, and
Were you
lo
sitting
and
on the
behold,
dock of a bay?
yeah, basically
Wow.
sitting in a dock of Anstruther Lake, in fact, uh, I burnt the top of my feet because I guess I always wear shoes or socks or something. But
White people
oh
problems,
my
you know what
god,
I'm
it's a
saying?
totally white feet. Yeah, they're not white anymore. They're all sort of puffy and
Now they're all
red.
crispy.
Yeah, a little crispy. Little crispy. I was sitting on a dog. Yes, that's right, Michigan. Misheard it slightly. Someone was saying they're not a troll. That's always a good start. Let's see where we are here.
Who's not a
Oh, by
troll?
the way, I'm not a troll. I've seen every episode of Atlantis, all three Cube movies. Oh, well, you should have stopped at the first one.
Well, that's great.
And even remember you from Friday the 13th. Woo, it's going back. Well,
Wait,
welcome.
wait,
It's
wait.
scary.
Which Friday the 13th?
Oh, there was a series. There was a TV series called Friday the
Oh,
13th.
oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
Wasn't there talk about a Chucky appearance? But
There is a Chucky series.
no, it's gone.
Oh, they finished it?
It's done. So
Oh,
I thought you were gonna do a thing, but it's gone now. So
it's gonna do a thing. I auditioned for it.
that's what I thought.
I auditioned for it a couple times. I didn't get it. I've never seen that series, Friday the 13th. I don't think you've missed a lot. It's just purples. I think that may be something that you could
Yeah.
probably just file away as probably not needed. But you guys got to watch. You got to watch the new Mistletoe Murders though, because I just watched. I did voice. I did my little. You have to record these other dialogue lines. I did that today, and I got to watch the scene, and it's just really fun. It's the show is just really. It's like a fluffy popcorn, but it's a fun fluffy popcorn. It's like a fluffy popcorn with a little bit of hot sauce, just a little
Well,
tiny bit of hot.
because David is a sex symbol on that show.
I think
If
that
you
could be
guys all saw that.
pushing things slightly. I would say, if you know, in a kind of a Christopher Walken weird way. If
Wait,
that,
but why did the camera focus on your buttocks
well, because how could it
when
not?
you were getting a water
Oh,
out
that's
of the
right. I
fridge?
forgot. Oh my god, that traumatized you, didn't it? You like wake up screaming.
No, it didn't
Oh, wait
traumatize
till you
me. I
see the
made
next
that.
thing. The next thing I'm doing, you may be seeing a lot more than that.
Oh God, no!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Get ready.
Oh, the horror. You wait. Yeah. Dog's Breakfast apparently is the best film ever, though. That's what CNC Guru says. And I
And that
think,
just
you know
came
what?
out of your brain, right?
That was just a weird little project. It was so much fun.
Did you
Thank you
write
very
it?
much, CNC. Yeah, yeah. Wrote it and directed it. It was great. It's fun. I mean,
That's
sorry,
great.
it wasn't great. It was a
Great, enjoyable. That's what you meant.
exactly. I
Yeah.
wish I could turn that around. I wish I could do one of those like every month. Honestly, I loved doing that, but it's too expensive and and unfortunately just too resource heavy. That's why we're gonna do more Damn Dirty Abes, right?
Right.
And then we're
Oh,
gonna get so famous
everybody,
we'll make like a cartoon of us.
what's the name of your website?
Which website? The
Tech
what?
Bandits.
Techbandits.org.
If you go there
Yeah.
and donate, guys, instead of like doing super chats or anything,
Mm.
we're gonna get an editor to
Oh
like
yeah,
make shorts and
yeah.
clips.
What does an editor cost now? And I don't think we should get a fan editor. Does that make sense? I also feel like
Yes.
we should pay someone. It should be strictly business because much as I really appreciate people helping out, I feel like I don't I like I it becomes weird.
It,
Um, I think in that, well, I don't
my
know.
nephew was going to help me with that,
Yeah, yeah,
but then I find myself getting surly if it's
right.
not being done. And
Well,
I love him. And yeah,
it's that's a difficult, unless that's something that you really like. If it's your business, that makes sense. Like if he was an
maybe.
editor, that would make sense. But if he's not an editor, then that's just another fucking thing he needs to do in the day, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I get that. Plus, how many times do you have to come in and rescue from a fly?
Right. Well, he's probably napping right now. So
Right.
you'd think the sonic vibrations
You think
from the
that would have?
snoring.
You don't think that would have scared him off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, where
But
are you?
no.
Are you in your own little zone here? Is this
Yeah.
your?
I'm in my man cave, or I call
Oh,
it my smart guy room,
yeah, I like that.
because
I
you'll
like that.
know that I have
It's your fortress of
2,500
solitude.
books that they all survived.
All the books
Uh,
survive. How did
they
the
have
books
to
survive?
sink them. Well, it didn't burn. There was a massive amount. The main part of the house burned.
Mm,
Down here, I think I remember telling you that we put up a fire stop in the walls so
mhm.
that, but if anything like that did happen, it
And it
wouldn't
did.
come down. Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
it didn't come down here, but all the smoke did. And it was
Oh,
pitch
so the
black.
smoke damage. Right, right.
Right. So, and that's what
Yeah, because
happened
for
to
anyone who doesn't know, James Gurney burned down,
burn my house.
Lance Carr's house. Yeah.
He did knock on the door and then run away so
Mm.
that we'd have at least a little advance notice.
He didn't want you dead. He just wanted you
Well,
homeless.
it could have been a solid or just part of the uh, ritual
Yeah,
for, yeah,
the
like he
continuing
wants to.
abuse. Yeah.
What are those guys called that like light stuff on fire?
Arsonist?
Arsonist, yeah.
Yeah.
It might be part of his arsonist, serial arsonist thing.
Possible. Maybe that's his
Maybe.
niche on YouTube. It's like an arsonist thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all content.
No, I mean, there's only so much work you can do with phages and saving, and curing,
Being
uncurable
a
diseases and stuff.
6 foot, whatever he is,
And he also does all that his own woodwork and stuff too. So
woodwork. And I watched him cook dinner.
yeah. Did you watch him
He
cook
like
dinner?
cooks. Yeah, I talked to him while he was cooking dinner.
Really? What did
He's
he
got
make?
all these sauces. I
Really?
don't know what he
Of
made.
course he
He's
does
got,
have sauces. He's got lots of
yeah.
sauces.
Oh
He
yeah,
seems
he's
like a
got
guy who would
olive
have a lot
oil.
of sauces. He's got olive oil. Oh, he's something
Yeah.
classy, ain't he? He got them olive oil. Normally,
He's
I
got
just
he's got real garlic, not granulated. He's got
really.
H&P sauce up in
Well,
his.
everyone has H&P sauce. Don't
Nobody
they?
has H&P.
What are you talking about? You
Nobody.
can't be British. You can't have any British background and not have HP sauce in your house. Houses of Parliament, sir.
Do you have HP in your house?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you put it
Actually,
on?
no, I'm lying. I'm fucking lying. Totally lying. Because you know
You
what?
goddamn
I remember
liar.
looking for it the other night, and there we
No,
don't
wait,
have
you're
it.
acting. You're
Yeah.
acting.
No, I mean, yes. No, I don't think we do actually, but we it's one of those things that we generally we have in the house. So.
He had fish sauce,
Yeah, we got fish sauce.
like a fish sauce.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's for like cooking Asian food and stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but I'm in like
You don't have
the
Asian.
middle of
You don't have fish sauce.
at my house.
You are
No,
not living. You are not living.
we
It's
have duck
best.
sauce.
You put a little bit of fish sauce in with the veggies and stuff, and it's oh my god, it's so good.
We have Worcestershire.
Oh, Worcester's great. Yeah, it's hard
Yeah,
to say.
I love that in my Creole cooking.
Really, in the Creole. See Creole. I'd love to do some Creole.
I love red beans and rice and
Oh, that's my
things
son's
like that.
favorite. Is red bean and rice. Loves red bean and rice. Yeah,
Oh.
I used to love. Was it I want to say jambalaya.
Jambalaya
I
or gumbo,
love jambalaya. Gumbo.
perhaps an etouffee.
What is an etouffee?
It's more like it's almost like a thickened gumbo, like where they make a roux that's all the way to peanut butter colored, and then they stir that in with all the vegetables and spices and flavor.
Good. And what are those weird little veggies?
Okra.
Okra. I love okra.
Mhm.
Good okra. Oh my god, I'm getting hungry.
So good. Me too.
Yeah.
My bologna sandwich isn't serving me well.
This is really not. Yeah.
No.
So get this. So my driver last night, the guy who was stuck driving me back and forth to Hamilton. He
True.
used to be a chef.
No, wait,
And
who?
the guy who was driving me used to be a chef, and he
Oh.
was telling me that apparently some of his favorite restaurants in Wisconsin.
Really?
Yeah. Like he's like this these classic places that he's been to, but he does things like pop-ups now. He's like, you can do that now. Apparently, you can just rent
Yeah, yeah.
spaces. So there's apparently a bunch of people in Toronto were talking about having the world's best breakfast sandwich. And he said, like, I saw that as a challenge. So I just opened a little pop-up and I made breakfast sandwiches. And I was like, well, how did you elevate the breakfast sandwich? And oh, look, Jim Evo's actually cooking right now.
James.
So get this, he started by making the buns himself. He baked
Holy
the
crap.
buns himself. He made the bologna himself. He made a kind of a souffle egg. It sounded like my mouth is watering talking about it, but I was like, oh my God, like that. How cool is that? Like you just like on a whim set up a pop-up restaurant that just
Is it bologna like a sausage? Or what are those things called? Wurst? Like liverwurst? And
no, liverwurst. Yeah, it's like
I wonder if bologna's like that.
more like a pepperoni, isn't it?
Well, kind of. It doesn't have that. It's more squishy. But I know they have to like grind the crap out of whatever the hell they're grinding.
Yeah, the pâtés. I'm not a big pâté fan.
Pâté.
Yeah, I'm not a big pâté fan. I'm afraid.
I haven't gotten
the liver pâtés and stuff. I can't. I struggle with that. Some are amazing.
We haven't covered any government stuff, but I would like
to. Look how pleasant this chat is without
really
government
stuff.
Let
me go. You know what, guys? Bad. Ice, baby, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I've got a really cool fancy story.
Oh yeah. Okay, what do you got?
I used to take this like lovely girl to fancy dinners.
Oh.
And yeah, it was so awesome.
Like, were you her sugar daddy?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I thought we were like.
You thought you were like you were an item? Really?
Okay. I mean, we hung out like.
Sure, I shouldn't sound
all
surprised.
the time. I went to her house and.
Oh wow!
And then she invited me for Thanksgiving with her family, which is really cool because they're very.
How long ago are we talking?
Like 15 years ago now. So, but just gorgeous, and everybody loved us at this Roy's restaurant. It's now Elway's restaurant. It's in like the super posh part of Denver, and one Valentine's Day. She thought she had something to do, and then she calls me on Valentine's Day and says no. Well, so I'm trying to get into this posh restaurant on Valentine's Day, right? It's impossible. It's impossible. I talked to the manager. He actually knows me, right? He remembers me because, you know, super cute girl with, a guy that's this smart and good looking. Obviously. Yeah, there's a halo around me. So he actually, he said, no, come on in. After everybody below him said, you're crazy. There's no way you would make it in. And I get there and there's all these rich people there. And as soon as I get there, he comes forward. He goes, follow me. And he's like, we cut in front of like football stars and like real stars. Like, oh, I feel so cool right now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Now, later that night, she stole my credit card. But we will. That's a whole different story.
Well, because she thinks you're loaded now. Like she's like oh my God, look at this guy.
We been out for 2 years. 2 years we were.
She literally stole your credit card?
I don't know if she got roofied or what because we went to a strip club afterwards. Right? And
classy guy.
I'm classy like that. Yeah. Well, she was having fun. And then it was getting so crazy that I needed more cash. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to get any more cash. She goes, no, it's fine because I'm enjoying it too. I was like, cool. So she goes and gets cash. I give her my PIN number because she'd been around me for 2 years, right? 2 years.
Yeah.
And then she passes out, okay? She passes out in the bathroom and the stripper brings her and she's throwing up all over and she can't move.
God.
And I'm like, it's 2:00 in the morning and I can't move. What in the hell am I going to do?
Oh my God. What did you do?
It was incredible. What did I do? Okay. I have a stripper go get the bouncer. I offer the bouncer. I said, I don't know how much money I have. I'll give you all the cash in my wallet. You have to get me to a nice hotel. You have to get us both there. And he's like, okay, no problem. I actually have regulars. There was a drug dealer. He had this really cool Escalade with like gold rims that spun. and then there was just a regular old drunk,
Right.
but they didn't want to get DUIs, right?
Mm.
So I'm like, so I told there was 3 of us plus the bouncer and the girl and me, and so I told them, okay,
This is in the Escalade?
no, it's my
Oh.
van.
Oh,
Before we get in my van,
right. Okay.
before we get in my van, I go,
And
okay,
she drove the van there.
drove the van there, so I am fucked.
Yeah.
I am 80 miles away from home,
Right. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And the person that's like I'm relying on for every physical thing
Mm.
is toast.
Right. Right.
Okay, so I tell everybody, I said, Lance, you got to be macho. You got to bring it. You got to do some acting, right? So I said,
Here we go. Yeah.
if she falls, if it looks like she's gonna fall, and I don't give you permission to touch her, you let the body hit the floor, bro. You just let her go. Don't touch her unless I give you express permission to touch her. I mean, I was like real bossy and shit.
Right. Right.
And then we're in there.
You wanted to make sure that she was respected.
Correct, not taken advantage of, right?
Yeah.
Because I was really worried about that. We did leave our drink,
Mm.
her drink. I think I don't drink.
Mm. You don't drink at all?
Well, not really. I mean, I could. I just don't like it. Tastes icky. And then
really?
I don't like my mind being crazy.
I like the taste, but the effect is no longer an appeal.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah.
That he likes the taste. Ooh.
I do.
Anyway,
Yeah. Beer. I love.
You like chewing the codeine too. Anyway, so
carry on. Yeah.
Carry on. So
you're at the car. You have no way to get home.
You've got no way to get home. I call upon the gold-hearted stripper to help me get to the bouncer who picks her up. He cannot walk, and she's got throw up all like down the side of my chair, all over herself.
Really?
Right? And
is that what roofies do? Does that make you throw up?
I don't know, dude. I was just so.
I don't know.
I was trying not to freak out, right?
Yeah.
And I wasn't freaking out. I just was not. Like I told you, I was like a total man. Yeah. Alpha. I went alpha. And we're in the.
Scary. It did sound scary.
It is scary. And so we're in the van, we're driving, and the drug lord is like really chatting me up. Right?
You've got a drug lord now. Okay, great. Okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, he is a drug lord.
No, I'm with.
Like for Denver, like cocaine and what was it, marijuana and hashish or heroin, something like that. Anyway, so he was telling me you know how people always want to talk about their business when you're driving someplace.
All right. So did you get a supplier?
Like, I said I don't know, but so he's like, I'm sorry, my English is not so good. Right.
Where's he Mexican? Is he Mexican?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. And I was like, hey, don't worry about it, dude. 8 years of high school can only get you so far. Right. So I'm making fun of it, right? Just like I would in real life. And then all of a sudden, when you're driving in a wheelchair van, it makes a lot of noise, right? Because of all the belts and things going clink, 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 clink. And I swear, when I said that, all the sound from the road stopped. There was no sound whatsoever.
Oh, God.
And I looked up front, and the bouncer, who is a big man, he's looking at me in the rearview mirror. And I promise you, his eyeballs look like 2 dots drawn on a soccer ball, right? Because he's like, oh, my God, you're going to get killed.
Right.
And then the guy laughs, and he's like grabbing my hand, trying to make me do like cool fist bump things. And so we get along really well with the drug lord. Good job, Lance.
Good. It's good.
Yeah. We get me to the hotel room. They put me in bed. The drug lord is not in the room. I don't let anybody in the room except the bouncer. He has to take her clothes, at least the outer layer of clothing off, because it's just puke. Oh. And so at least, I'm doing well. I have a semi-nude woman next to me, completely knocked out and unable to move, which is also my.
Not sure that I put that up as a particularly good.
Well, it's
particularly good night. But
it makes for a story, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I could tell the rest. I'll tell the rest, but I won't leave out the. Let's just say I said I'd rather. No, never mind. Okay, so the drug lord comes back in when we're under the covers, and he's like, "Little dude, you're doing so good," and he's like doing the fist bump thing, and we should stay in touch. Believe it or not, I've never contacted the drug lord
Really?
again since then.
But he said, "Let's stay in touch," and like gave you a number and stuff.
Yeah, I had a number.
Okay.
Anyway, so the following day, this person who came from California to
Wait a
see
second.
me.
Ooh, wait a sec. Wait a
Yeah,
second. So you've gone back to the hotel, or you've rented a hotel,
correct.
and they've sort of cleaned her up to somewhat, put her
Somewhat.
in bed. You're in bed, and you sleep the night.
Okay, let me.
Probably don't.
Everybody beware of this. I hope you're all adults. But she became aware, and it seemed like she was going to get frisky. And I was like, no, because she had, let's just say, a hold of certain parts. And I was like, no, I actually love you, and I would rather you not be so wasted. You don't
Yeah, it seems
care
like it's
what we're doing.
well
I'd
done,
rather
well
we
done.
do it on purpose.
Good call.
That kind of
good
thing.
call.
Yeah. Because I'm not an animal like most walkies and Abe's, freaking Abe's. So,
Yeah.
so
I'm hoping most Abe's are would be gentlemen about that too. I would hope.
I would think, but remember we had the whole Me Too thing.
No, I
And
know.
I was before Me Too. I didn't have to get taught.
No,
I just
me
knew
too.
it instinctively.
That was always our. That was it's so funny. It's like that was like because we were considered wimps because we didn't jump on
Right.
every woman who fell unconscious at a party.
Dude,
People thought that was the way to go. I was like, that is just not. I got 5 younger sisters. I mean, that makes I got 3
I got
sisters
one
and
younger
2
sister,
stepsisters.
but
You're not gonna if you got your brother, you're not gonna.
I feel protective. I don't feel
exactly.
like I want to take advantage of anything.
And what kind of an ego? Like, I don't know what that does. They see that as an ego boost. I'm like, really? That you have to? The only thing you're getting is with people who are unconscious.
Unconscious, right?
Oh my
Who
God.
couldn't say no if they wanted to.
That just is not.
It's gross.
That's freaking weird. Yeah.
You're sick. So anyway, so I go through all of that.
Mm.
It amazingly chivalrous. I'm incredible. That's what I'm just going to tell you. I don't think anybody else in the same situation.
Tell us how incredible you are, Lance. Yes, please.
I think most people would have called the cops and asked to be tased so they wouldn't remember anything. But instead, Lance takes control, makes fun of the drug dealer to create a bond, which I did, and took her. Nobody touched her.
Out of curiosity, was that a conscious effort? Did you go, I've got to somehow get through to this guy, or was it just like kind of an instinctive?
It's always been what I have done as far as, like with you, because I know you're like very secure. But I would go into a place, and much like prison, I pick the biggest guy and make fun of him.
Yeah.
That way, they know that I'm one of the guys. B, please don't like draw on my face or pretend like you're gonna punch my arm or push my wheelchair because I'm not a pussy. It's just gonna take your stuff.
I have to highlight Sigma Career's comment, which is this escalated quickly from fish sauce. All right, okay. So you had a discussion with the drunken young lady,
and she just passed out.
Very good.
I'm telling the whole story.
Okay.
She passed out with my hoo-ha dilly in her hand, which was a whole night thing, and that sucked so bad. It sucked so bad.
I also did not know that where this story was going. Yeah,
it was awful.
Fish sauce seems pretty tame now. Okay, all right.
Yeah, where are we going? Okay,
so asleep. So she's asleep, passed out, unconscious like that.
Yeah, she's sleep needing. So anyway, so it was just awful. But so the next day, oh God, David, I'm going to tell myself I had tried to make her jealous. So I had actually
tried to make her jealous.
Prior to this, she was going to move away, right? So this gal in California wanted to come visit me. So I said, sure. And so I brought her. Her friend was super mean to her here. So instead of hanging out with me like she was going to, she wanted to go back home. So the next day after all this shit, I have to get my cousin to take me and this girl, and I'm going to buy her an airline ticket back to freaking California, even though we didn't spend any time together or anything. That was kind of the deal. We would go out and maybe more of a sugar daddy thing, but whatever. So I was more worried about her crying and being sad because I'm an idiot like that. So,
or even just empathetic, but yeah.
Yeah. So So we drive her there, and I don't have a credit card. I have no credit cards. I'm like, what the hell? So
So
we
someone
managed
along the way had disappeared all of your cards,
all my credit cards. I'm thinking maybe bouncer, but
right?
God, he was a solid dude. And
Yeah,
if he was
yeah,
a
yeah,
credit
yeah.
card stealing kind of guy, I think the
Mm,
drug lord would have taken care of him. Plus,
mm,
we were like best friends. The drug lord, nobody's gonna mess with the best friend of a drug lord.
mm.
So yeah. So anyways, I get home and I discovered like she went every ATM she could and like cashed out and left, like moved.
You know what they
I was
you
just
know what they have a name for that now. You know what that is?
suck.
No, it's called a pig butchering.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, at
where
least it's
basically,
nice.
so they work on the romance thing, and then they build the trust. Normally, it's not in person. Normally, it's
Yeah, but
online.
it was like it's 2 years, and we went to like New Year's Eve
Mm,
soirees together. She took care of me, like took me to the restroom and
God, that sucks.
things like that. Washed me up.
But you've never heard from her again.
I have.
You have.
But, well, okay, I filed charges.
You filed charges about the cards?
Well, they like I don't have money.
No,
Like I
I'm
do
with
have
you. No, I'm
money,
with
but
you. I guess I just didn't think of that. Okay, yeah, okay,
like
all right.
thousands of dollars, right?
Jesus. So she literally went around to all the ATMs just emptying out what she could.
As much as she could,
Right. Right.
right? So I canceled those. I talked to the police. That lady's like, okay, you're not going to drop charges on you. And of course, because I'm badass, I'm like, I'll never drop charges. So, like, when I was dropping charges, because, well, she's like, oh, I have a kid and it's over the amount for a federal offense, like it would be a big time. It's like
So
only
maybe
like
she should
over
have
eight
thought
hundred
about that
dollars.
before.
Well, yeah, but then I'm an idiot still,
Hmm.
right? I don't think we're gonna like have a relationship anymore or
Hmm.
anything, but I don't want that to happen either.
Hmm.
So of course I drop charges and
Wow.
just write the whole thing off.
Hmm.
And guess what? They
Apparently,
don't
I look
write off
tired.
your
Yep.
taxes.
But apparently, they won.
You can't write that off your taxes.
So what's it? So did you lose the money and they gave it back? So they canceled the charges. What? So you couldn't.
No, they
You
didn't cancel charges. I canceled the cards.
So what happened to the money that was spent then?
I'm guessing she had more money for rent that month or something.
That's
I
it.
don't know.
You never got. You,
No, I never got it back or
but
anything like that.
you ended up paying it.
Yeah.
Oy.
Yeah. Well, at the time, I say I don't have money, but I had one against the school district, and then I had a job for like 8 years, right? So,
Mhm.
and I don't go anywhere or do anything. So, other
It's
than
kept in
buying,
your
like,
mind.
right,
Right.
right, right. And then with this girl, and
Mm,
then okay, here's kind of a funny side note. I
mm,
thought the bouncer hurt me accidentally picking me up because
mm,
my lower gut. Oh my god, it hurt. It hurt so bad, right? And I'm
mm,
telling my dad, and he's like, so we take me to the doctor,
mm.
and the doctor's like pushing him like way down there. I'm like, oh, and they're like, God, what happened to you? And did he like squish you or drop you? No, no, no. And then I told them, I finally broke down, and told them about the hoo ha thing,
Mm.
and so they're like, oh, my dad and the doctor like laugh at each other, and apparently I had something like the common vernacular would be blue balls, blue balls.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
Oh
it's just
my
like
god.
my I was just like, oh, so much pain because I've been like excited, not excited, excited, not excited, excited,
Oh
not
my
excited.
god.
Yeah. So
That's so but it's so funny that the medical they wouldn't have thought that couldn't possibly be that, right?
right, but it was so interesting because I thought that was a ploy by men to make girls feel guiltier, but which it is. If you can do things by yourself, it's a
Mhm.
ploy.
Mm.
If you can't move,
Yeah.
it's an actual thing that happens or could happen.
My god.
So I developed probably a world record case of, I call them huevos del diablo because it's not.
Oh god. Which makes it sound like breakfast.
Yeah, like it could go either way. A nice spicy breakfast or a new disease I invented, a new
Someone
condition.
just said in the chat that they think that this sounds like a film, and we were saying this earlier that like you've got a ton of these stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
What?
Could Hollywood be calling?
They should.
Should be. I mean, they really should. Yeah.
Somebody should be like beating these stories out of me instead
It's
of me
like
having to give them what
I've been trying to get you to do it. I've been
you're
saying
trying to get me to do it by myself, and it's so something's wrong with me. No, I got a whole film worth.
that's what you've got makes sense. There's a lot of people have this. It's like, and I think I even did a video on this at one point years ago, where it's like the thing that's most important to you is the last thing you schedule in the day, and it's the thing you never get to. So if you want to write a book, if you really want to write a book, inevitably you end up sort of waiting for that perfect time to sit down and actually do it, and it just gets life stuff gets in the way because our brains are so good at procrastinating. Like
I have edited this story to be more jocular. Right at the time, it was scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I was out of my mind. So
Yeah.
what story do I tell in the book? And then on things that are sad that I made, that's what I mean. And then there's so many things, like mom being alcoholic and dad be having a meth problem and stuff like that before they, when I was a teen and things. And I'm like, do I want to do that?
Got off meth?
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus.
Mom couldn't pick me up by herself. So like one night she comes in, wakes me and sits up. And my sister's 3 years younger than me. So she was like, I don't know, 10. And she had to pick up my legs, and mom picked up my upper torso. She got me in the car and we drove all the way to my grandparents' house. So that because she wasn't going to put up with it anymore. And so that was the whole thing.
Wow.
Oh, I got hurt on that one for sure, though, because I'm not made to be picked up like that. So I think I pulled both shoulders. Like my arms just can't
oh man,
take all my weight.
We should make your sister feel very guilty about that.
Yeah. No, she had the legs.
Mom mom, damn it. Well, mom's a good guilt too. Yeah.
But then, but then he stopped. And then from then forward, I really don't think I could have had a better dad. Even during that, he wasn't like pure unadulterated evil. He was just doing that stuff. And I really didn't know. It was more affecting he and mom than me. But then she would drink because of it, which that did affect me. But it was just
really weird. So you found the alcohol more disruptive in the family.
Oh, she was just mean as hell, dude. She was like I said, I'd get smacked or hit or choked. And God, if you smack me, my head's going around and around and stuff. So it's just, I'm like,
wow.
And I would just get so mad. Like I'm weird like that. Like if somebody like attacks at me, I'm more pissed than I am scared. I'm just like,
you should definitely do that grr sound. The grr sound is definitely.
Yeah, that was very intimidating. I know. I'm sorry.
I know. I really did. So
I should have gave a warning.
Yeah, you should have. There should be like a fear warning. I think I landed life stories remind me of David Sedaris books. Yeah, Lance's. I think Lance's life stories remind me. It does have a David Sedaris. It's funny you say which one would you tell? I guess something kind of fun about the concept of both. Like you could tell them both ways, and you could literally say like, okay, which way do you want to read this chapter? Do you want the funny version, or do you want what it was actually like? Or
but if everybody goes to everyone has a story, Lance Carr. I wrote something about Dad because I felt like he wasn't being respected at work, and they thought he didn't graduate 10th grade like somebody else I happen to know now.
Gee, who else could be on that book?
Yeah, who else would that be?
Everyone has a story. Is it a website?
Lance Carr. No, it's a video.
Everyone has a story. Lance Carr. Okay, here we go. Everyone has a story. Lance Carr. There you go. 10 years ago.
I was on the Today Show.
Oh, right.
I wrote an essay of such beauty and quality that Kathy Lee Gifford was going did make it into a song. And Michael, that's why Michael Bublé and I are current enemies. He is my nemesis
Why?
because he was supposed to perform it.
Yeah.
Hello, but he didn't. I don't know how that fell apart, but I decided that I'm gonna have beef with
Right.
Michael Bublé
Right.
if I ever see him.
Bublé!
Bublé,
Damn you, Bublé!
always
Yeah.
Bublé.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so it gives me something to do. Uh, but so so there you have that. So then everybody thinks it was perfect,
Right.
right? And I don't mind that because I don't want. I, I just don't know how to explain it. Like I
Mm.
don't want to sully this awesome person
Mm.
because people will judge based on the bad thing instead of the entirety.
But that's also, I mean, that's what's nice about the nuance of a book, right? I mean,
Is it?
in a film, it's very difficult to get that nuance of character,
Mm.
like because you are entirely judged on your actions, and that's what people see are the actions in a film. Whereas in a book, you can sort of slip into the behind the scenes, if that makes sense. I mean, I think there's some really interesting writing angles on this, like different ways of treating this stuff, which would be I that's it seems like that's the kind of book I would read.
If I
Definitely.
could get a comedy writer that
Mm,
like has probably had a drug problem themselves, maybe David Sudeikis or
mm.
somebody, I mean, that like could help me write it, that would be excellent because they could make me just tell them stories and write it down
You still have
or
to write it
something.
first, though. I mean, even if you want to take it out
Kind
to
of.
someone else, we got to talk about that. That's right, because there was the yeah, I can't say that.
We can't say it out loud, but
There was
yeah,
a
I
but there was
forgot.
there was an agent there that we should, but again, we should have something to show him, um,
I
because
could talk to him for an hour.
yeah,
Maybe a
I don't
clip
know how
on
it works.
this.
I don't know
Maybe
how
a
it
clip.
works.
We could clip this.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, that's look, that's I like that's an interesting point. I mean, we've talked about that about maybe just like doing even just speech to text, but there's something about being able to write to it and then, add
I'd like
to
to
it.
co-write. Yeah, or
Mm,
something like that. I'm
right.
just
Right.
telling you, I try and try and try. And I always get started and I'll get weepy and cryy and
Really?
weird. Yeah.
Wow. So
Emotionally,
it's tough.
difficult.
I didn't realize that's interesting.
Oh, it's so hard, dude.
Hmm.
I mean, like when dad died, oh, I felt like my buffer between the world and myself
Mm,
went with him. It was
mm.
just
Because that's a kind of a feeling that one gets when one loses a parent, but it's a very different thing when they're literally the buffer between
you
you
and
and
the
the
world.
rest. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I got to run for mayor because dad would take me at 4 a.m. to go to these farmer breakfasts and
Mm,
breakfasts around town and then
mm,
we'd be up till midnight because I go to the council meetings.
mm,
And that's and he bathed me, he had a full-time job and
mm.
so
Well, maybe he liked
then
you.
I tell the
Maybe he
bad
actually
part.
liked you.
He loved me. He said he
Yeah, of
couldn't.
course he did. Yeah.
I don't want to say anymore, but yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's why I have a difficulty.
Yeah.
I
It's
need somebody to help.
I can't imagine. It's so funny because I can't imagine. So there was a great quote by I think I've talked about this one before, but that you can't tell a good story until your parents are dead, and you can't tell a good story until you're over 30. What's the other thing? Again, totally stupid, random things. I think it
Yeah,
was. I think I said it was Charles Bukowski who said it, and um, and I think there's a kind of a sort of instinctive protection of your family that
yeah.
that I think while your parents are there and could be judged, or people for that matter, um, um,
I
are
don't
you?
know.
But it sounds like you want to do it though.
I do so badly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we should. I mean, maybe we could add maybe every time we do an Abe's, we should have a story angle as well, and then
Right.
at least we've got a recording that we could maybe try to rework it as something.
I feel bad about bumming everybody out too because I
I
like
don't
to
think I could
bring
tease you about
happiness
this.
and
I could
stuff.
tease you about this forever. This is great.
Right, right.
'Cause,
Cry.
I could just call
Yeah.
you Downer G now. That's it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we've talked about. I mean, again, we were talking about this about the Damn Dirty Apes thing, anyways. And I was saying, I feel like this is like kind of your show. I'm just here as the Abe.
I mean,
I'm
I do write it and do all the
representing.
prep for it, but yeah,
You do all the work. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I just show up and go, "What? Which link are we talking about?" And
Where
then
are
I
we
try to
going?
talk you out of doing politics anyways. So yeah,
Right. Well, and we go around it and all that.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
"Write like your parents are dead" was a quote paraphrased from Anne Lamont. That's an interesting
Well,
one.
see, that's why I cry all the time.
Yeah. Have you thought about hiring a ghostwriter? There you go.
Well, I'll just
But then you gotta
pull out
pay.
my yeah. I wouldn't mind. I just need the cash.
What does it cost to get a ghostwriter now? I don't even know what
I
that would
don't
cost.
know. In my
I wish I
mental,
had more time because I feel like this is something that I would love to do,
well,
but
but
I just
maybe because we're buddies, I don't want to like mess that up either. Like if we, I
Why
don't,
am I in the
couldn't
book?
imagine us.
Why are you saying I'm in
No,
the book? You gonna tell tales about
you
me?
could be. I mean, just think about all the things I did. Like I wasn't even going to be allowed to go to school,
Yeah.
like kindergarten, because they put me in a school for the retarded. And you go, Lance, you just use the slur. No, the school on
It's
the
literally
sign
called.
said
Yeah,
for the retarded. It
yeah.
was like Star School for the retarded.
Well, they thought that was the nice way of putting it back then, which is ridiculous. I
It
mean,
kind of was because it was idiot, moron,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
what's the third one? Idiot, moron, and imbecile.
Yeah.
Those were the technical terms. And
Mhm,
then they said, well, we'll just say that rather than being an idiot, like you're just not as advanced as you could be.
mhm.
So you've been retarded.
Jim the Evo, who we know is right about everything, says 10K to 150K.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money because like the chances of making 10K on a book is
Book.
yeah, it seems like that feels like an AI thing.
But I'm trying. Like I
Yeah.
am
Okay. So
that.
how are you doing it like that? Because
I,
that does
okay,
seem like you could sort of bounce stuff off without worrying about like
I'm telling
freaking them out.
AI the stories,
Okay.
right? And then it continuously wants to write things. Step one, step two, step three. And it's like, no, we're making chapters. Oh, by the way, they killed the personality on my going from 4 to 5. It's just, it's not funny anymore.
Oh, really?
Funny. I don't mind. I didn't have a relationship with my, I
You're
don't
not
know
gonna
how people
marry
did.
it. Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't love
I
it,
love
but
it. Yeah.
I did feel a little more confident in its ability to write with me in a funny, cooperative way. But
Mm.
no, now I have to do all the heavy lifting.
I wonder if there's. I mean, there's probably some better writing tools out there than the actual chatbots. Like some of them, I think there's some. There's some. We should look into this because there's definitely some stuff out there that is, I think, designed specifically with writing in mind, so that it allows you to. I mean, it's not limited to point form descriptions and little summations at the end, like Perplexity and AI and ChatGPT
I
does.
mean, I always end up this way. Like, okay, let's just talk about like okay for sexuality, and then people come up with all these physical like technologies that might help, right?
Mhm.
But then I'm like, well, then somebody have to hook me up to it. And so wouldn't it be nice just to have the human contact and get it done that way?
Mhm.
The same with the writing. I really would like to just
I love the
have
way you've
no.
equated a ghostwriter to
Well, it's like tech
to
is a solution, but like we said, all
yeah,
these techs are like
80%.
80% of the way,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
then I'm fighting with it and fighting with it. I'm already
right.
fighting with it in my mind, and then I
Yeah.
have to fight the tech. And once I have to start struggling with the tech, I just go,
Well, maybe we could just book some days. Like just like literally book it like like one of my silly jobs. Once I get out of this chunk with the holidays and stuff, maybe there's some time we can actually just sit down because this is kind of an interesting way of doing it, if that makes sense.
yeah,
I mean, but
maybe we can do a couple or 3 a week.
mm,
Do more of the politics. I do want to change the world in that way, or at
mm.
least
Oh,
be a
sorry,
speed
I
bump
was talking
to
about the
fascism.
I was talking about your book.
Right, but then we could
Yeah.
also talk. Or oh, you mean like separately?
I was thinking about
That's
separately, but
okay.
if you want to do it live, you do it live. I just
I
think isn't it
don't want
harder
to
to
make
do it live?
demands on you, man.
But isn't that harder to do live than it would be
It's
to
it,
do?
I was embarrassed a little bit just now, but
Were you?
not too bad.
No, that's fine.
Ah,
You're telling a
I'm
story.
not a baby. I'm a tough guy.
Yeah, no, we really believe
I
you.
intimidate drug lords
Yeah.
and like tough guy stuff.
No, I just feel like I think that's. I mean, look, we've got the kind of audience. I feel that like if you're not interested, then tune out. Off you go. But this is just part of the damn dirty ape stuff, right?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
whole different life than what people expect.
Yeah.
It's like it's so weird. I am a human being, and I have human wants and all these things, but I've lived a life that's completely different because of the situation I'm in.
Mm, mm.
Some of this,
And it's surprising because I mean, when I hear stuff and I'm
yeah,
like, oh my god, like you
yeah.
just
Like
don't
when I
think
went to Vegas to try to take care of that whole thing.
that's
So,
another story that involves hot tubs, the crushing of
mhm,
hands,
mhm.
and large amounts of were there drugs involved in that as well?
There was also drugs, but a care provider, like
Right.
a nurse lady with drugs
That's
that I
wow.
did not know.
That's a story you got. I think you have to tell that story too.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not today because it's almost 6. But
Go to techbandits.org,
mhm.
people. And if you feel like hearing the story, donate to the David. He's
No,
going to
what are you
start
doing?
getting us
You should
going.
go. You should go. What about your the Lance Carr thing?
Can
You've got
you
that.
open that up? It's gift.
Yeah, gift.
Was it? No, you gift able.
Okay,
Is that a website?
I'm looking. You gift able. Yep, you gift able. You giftable. Saving is easier with help from family and friends. You giftables. Okay, yeah.
Okay. And then my code number
Oh,
is,
can
and
we
it's
share
not,
that though?
no, it is. It's to be shared.
Oh,
You
it
can
is.
put on,
Right.
it's like a GoFundMe, but
Okay,
nobody takes a cut.
it's a you gift code. Okay.
So if you put capital K
Okay.
0
0
N
N.
as in Nancy, right?
Yeah.
Hyphen or dash, whichever you want to call
Yeah.
it.
Okay. I like hyphen. It sounds more
And
fancy.
then capital A
Yep. A
1
1
capital H.
capital H. Okay. If I go,
That's it. Does it bring up Lance Carr somewhere on
I'm
there?
gonna give a gift. I don't say anything about you.
You don't see Lance somewhere in little
Account owner.
letters.
Maybe I can. Oh yeah, it does. Account owner, Lance Carr. There you go.
There
Okay.
you go.
What if can I do this though? If I were to copy that and then put that in the chat, would people be able to automatically? People have a look. Tell me if this works. If I send you this link by putting it in the stream, can someone go there and see if it in fact goes directly to Lance Carr as it's supposed to?
Right. And you can use that number if
Right.
you'll put that in there too.
Oh
If
yeah.
you
What's
want.
the number again? It was.
It was
Wait a second. Maybe I can.
all caps K0 N dash
K.
A1H.
Okay. Sorry. K01 dash. What was it? K01 dash.
Oh, K01 dash A1H. Sorry, I started reading chat.
There you go. A1H. And the website, just so we've got it, is called ugiftable.
Yeah.
Right? Ugiftable. Was it org? Is it org?
I think it might be com, but it is the government.
Well, yeah, it's .com. Okay, all right, .com. Here you go. All right. So that's all the info if people want to help out with that. Because that makes more sense to me because people may want to help out with the book stuff too, right? Like, I mean, maybe there's some tools and stuff that you could sign up for that would help with writing it, right?
How much time do we have?
What do you need?
Can we go to Control Bionics?
Control Bionics.
It's a link.
Oh, is that the one? Control.
It is so neat. It can tell
the one.
If you're going to move your muscle.
Okay, hang on. This is the neuron node. Control Bionics. AAC.
There's a node and then there's strips.
Okay, let me see if I can pull this up on as a share. Can I share?
They're currently mostly using it for athletes, like so they could tell what they're doing with their muscles when they're doing.
Is this it?
They have a controller. Well, this is some of it. Can we go to products?
Yeah.
This is for people that can't speak what you're seeing here. It's got gaze technology mixed with, they can actually put a strip by your eye. So
I've shared the link. I can't find it. Oh, there you go. Got it. Okay. So we're going to products.
Products and it's NeuroStrip.
NeuroStrip.
and it has nothing to do with nudity,
I
which
was going
is
to say,
odd
Neurostrip
considering
performance
it's from me.
rehabilitation. Okay.
Okay, so that's what it's built for.
Okay.
I've talked with my ChatGPT, and uh, they even have a controller in here. You could make buttons on a controller go with this.
Oh, so this
Just
is
like
like that EEG thing we were trying to do, but the EEG wasn't picking up enough of a signal.
right, but
Remember we were
this
talking about
is
EEG? I did a test with my little thing, and it just didn't. You had to move quite a bit before it would actually respond.
this one actually detects the and responds before the muscle is able to contract.
No,
So I have I have those neurons in me, but my musculature is such
but it
that I
doesn't.
can't move.
Yeah, yeah.
So now, see,
What do
like
they
that
cost?
person said,
Can we
my
buy them?
yeah, but I don't know how much they.
It doesn't say.
I'm sure it's a gazillion
I was gonna
dollars,
say it's never a good sign if there's no price on it, is there?
but I could probably use like a few of them, and
Mhm.
I could
They just figure out where the signals are best.
right, and I could
Mhm.
actually like because I can right now. Okay, I'm moving my thumb, I'm moving my pointer. The interesting thing is, I would have a reaction time, uh, 15 to 80 milliseconds faster
Mhm.
than a regular human because it's picking up the signal prior to activating the muscle and
Wow,
acting upon it. So I'd actually be
that's kinda
like
neat.
hardcore gamer.
Where does it have okay, so it doesn't have any support funding? Who we help? Who do we
Who
help?
we help? People with money.
Well, that's basically isn't that everybody? Yeah. Our
Well,
devices
something
help people living with conditions such as ALS, MND, spinal muscular atrophy. Hey, you're on the list. Cerebral palsy, spinal cord injury, control technology. Okay, but how did well, can we get in touch with them? Can we
I
sort of
don't understand the
we
how
network?
it works. Hey, that's me.
Where? Spinal
A
muscular
spinal
atrophy. There you go.
muscular atrophy
There you go.
type 2, but
One of our longest partners is in the development has been Mikhail Phillips. Used our control system and communications for nearly a decade, while one of our youngest clients, Maeve Kofi, used our communication solution to ensure her voice could be heard in her New York classroom. Okay, that's interesting.
so, but my idea would be to use it as a substitute for clicking
Yeah,
and mousing around.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think we can get, I think Game Face would be fine for mousing around. It's
With better
awful at the,
the
making
clicks.
the face
Yeah,
things
yeah.
to click and all that.
Okay, so we need to like, where do you buy this stuff? I want to know where you buy it. Okay, we'll have to look into this. We should try to get in touch. Look, they're
But
available on YouTube, LinkedIn. Oh, maybe I'll try them on LinkedIn.
can we just chat GPT it?
Yeah, what do you want?
It says control bionic costs around 16K to start.
Oof,
AP Kilby said.
that's nuts.
Well, yeah, but it's cutting edge technology. Yo.
I know, but yeah, okay. But then we're looking at like we have to get like we have to get funding and stuff. I was hoping there'd be like some kind
Yeah,
of like a Raspberry Pi solution to something like that. That
something we could hack ourselves. Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, yes, you're right. Let's get something that works. All right, so it's 16 grand
Problem. I
to set
mean,
it up.
I don't know if that's for one.
They then build the actual products around you.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's not as simple as just slapping on that little sticker thing and having it hijack your.
Yeah,
How
you.
could they possibly be sensitive enough to do that?
I don't know, dude, but it can tell. I mean, I'm just going like. Obviously, they might be full of shit, but they're using it in professional sports, like
Mm,
to tell. Okay, when are you actually activating your calf muscle? Like if a guy's always blowing his Achilles, not always, but you want to make cuts
mm,
properly or swing your bat properly, and it's all
mm,
about timing, so they can tell when you're activating the muscle and when you should
mm.
actually activate.
There's a lot of data, a lot of data-driven stuff in sports now. It's kind of fascinating. That's one of the things
Yeah,
that Baz is quite interested in, I think.
but
So by internally, so this is okay. So this is how the vocal one works. They're saying Saturian says by internally vocalizing commands or questions, the device intercepts the electrical signals that would normally go to the vocal cords and sends them to a computer, which then communicates the information to Kapoor's inner ear through vibrations. I see. Okay.
I'm not. I turns out I can talk rather
Can you ever?
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so it's more just about, instead of trying to come up with weird facial moves, unique
That
facial
don't
moves
work
that
very
don't
often.
work, you want to have something that you can trigger with some kind of predictable, easy way to click a
Hopefully,
button.
100% accuracy,
It
or at
has
least
to be
really
100%.
close.
It has to be
Yeah,
100%. There's no other way around it. Hmm.
but then I could click. I could, like, if I could just, like, even on my iPad, instead of using this stick,
Hmm.
I could look around, because there is follow your face.
Hmm.
It's not that bad now. I do
Was it
need a
better
different
now?
iPad. The iPad with the camera at top is
Hmm.
better,
Yeah.
but the camera at the side sucks.
Really? Okay.
But
Right.
but anyways, so it's so
But it
expensive
allows you to
being
track
gimpy.
the face.
Right, and then I could just, like, by thinking of clicking, like,
Mm,
pretending like I'm clicking, I
mm,
would click. Do you know what I mean? You
yeah.
wouldn't be able to see my finger move,
Mm,
but it would know that that's the muscle I'm activating.
yeah.
If my, family holds my arm off my table, you can see my fingers move a little bit.
Right. And
The
that's all you need.
streaming.
You just need to trigger stuff with that.
Right.
Mm.
So,
Um, this is, God, we got to find, this is what the,
our
that,
show should be about.
that charity, well, that's, yeah, this is where I'm afraid this is where I geek out, because I love this stuff. But this is
Able
where,
this, then we get it all for free.
there you go. What's Able This? What was Able This?
Able this is an Apple show that I wrote the
Oh,
first
right. Your
episode
Apple
for,
show. Right, right.
and,
They
like,
provide it all for us then.
you could go to Charlie, who has a lot of esports teams, and you could say, "Hey, Charlie, we can give you an edge. You're top of the line
Mm,
athletes who are esports guys
mm.
will be able to react up to 80 milliseconds faster than their opponents,
Wow, that is
which
kinda
would
cool.
which is a lot of time when you're talking about lag.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So they would totally own their opponents until they outlawed it, right?
Right.
And
You'd have
but
to
that would
hide
be
it. You have to hide it somehow.
right, and
It'd be like
control
attached
behind it
to
to be
their
like so good they
feet.
had to ban it.
Yeah. That's interesting though. Like, I mean, look, the idea of being able to have complete control of the computer through just physical movement or physical thought, even better, physical thought, but I'm guessing this is physical movement to some extent to
It's
start.
kind of like that Australian guy, except it's not thought.
Mhm.
It's the muscle trying to activate, right?
Yeah, which is all
Like
you
with your
need.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I know that when Stephen Hawking's was using his voice to text thing, no, text to voice and stuff, he had little things like
Voice detect.
taped to his face that were
Yeah.
used so that he could trigger them that way.
He had one
Um,
by his foot too. For some reason, he could move his foot
well,
a
yeah,
little
I mean, I
bit
guess it
and
just
hit a
depends on.
button that way.
That's it. So just it's anything that you can move enough to trigger, and the more different combinations, I guess, the more different options you have. So
And the research I did, my disease does make those signals even weaker than in a regular person.
right, right.
However, they said they've accounted for that, and it is sensitive enough to
Mhm.
pick up those very weak
This
modal
this one we were looking
signals.
at, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, we
Like,
should look into that, because that does sound kinda neat.
I just wanted you to see this because it's so neat.
Because you
It's
knew
so on
I'd be
brand.
drooling over the technology yet again. Yeah.
Yep. And then we'd
Um,
have to do damn dirty Abe's. Oh
and
no.
then, well, we gotta do more Damn Dirty Aves. It's just, all right, okay, so that's
Just
these
think
guys,
about it.
Control
Like,
Bionics.
okay, I get these guys working together with
Mhm.
who remember already Boston Dynamics has said they would meet with us, they would do things with us. They don't have a huge budget for it.
Mm.
Like so they couldn't like sponsor the entire show.
Right.
But they thought about it.
Well, here's the thing, they don't have to sponsor the show, they just need to help us out with some technology.
Well, no, and they're perfectly willing to do that and give us their time. As far as like let's say we get that together with their an arm that they make.
Well, and
So
the
then I
AI,
actually have a
yeah.
hand that I can control.
Well, that's, gosh, see, I love that. And there's got to be, like, we know that Google's interested in presenting their AI in a good light.
Well,
So
and Google would work with us. I happen to know that for exact sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and we could use the Google thing as an example of what we're trying to do. We need to come up with like a sales pitch for this as an industrial thing. Like,
And
and
then
by
don't.
industrial, I mean like a commercial type thing. Where you go, we make great video stories about accessible tech that will sell your accessible tech.
And it's beyond accessibility though.
Mm,
It's cool in itself, in and of itself,
right.
and the reach beyond accessible tech.
Mm,
I want to show that. I want to show what the
mm,
future, where that goes, what that means
mm,
to regular people as well,
mm.
and why it should be exciting to them.
Hey, look, that was upgrade required. I mean, that was what I was
I
trying to do
know.
with upgrade required. But I like the idea of focusing on a couple of companies and a project, and then just documenting that project. Because then, what's nice about that is you're not
Okay.
developing stuff. You are getting access to the technologies you need to use.
Well, yeah,
right?
but we're hilarious, dude.
And we're
Like the
hilarious.
two of us together, we're pretty
Absolutely.
funny.
That's why then it would. So there
So,
you go. So we'd sell
and
it.
that would be the heartwarming part. Everybody'd be like, "Aw,
Mm.
he makes fun of David, and David's famous. That's so cute."
Because that's my disabilities. I'm
And
slightly
David
famous.
makes fun of him back. What a
Yeah.
bastard!
I know. I'm
What a piece of crap.
I'm so cruel and unusual. All right. I should probably wrap up because I realize it's getting
Okay.
late and I'm supposed to be doing things. But let me see if I
Wait,
can
who
change
uses
this back.
technology to control screens and went into the classroom? Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
I'm just looking at what people say. Everybody, I really appreciate today. I'm sorry I got to be a bummer.
Don't. No, it wasn't a bummer. It was an interesting and humorous and enlightening story.
Yeah.
And you got a little verklempt. You got a little,
I got verklempt. I did the eyeball thing.
There you go.
Squirted some juice out of there.
This is authenticity, man. It's authenticity.
Oh, it was so real. And like we know, everything's content. See, if we had an editor, they could edit the squirt and tears right there.
Oh, just go straight to tears. This week on Damn Dirty Abes, and then just cut to you going.
Yeah.
You make it sound like I made you cry. That'd be good.
Oh.
Then it'd be like, oh my God, that Stargate guy's so mean.
Like one of the times you respond to me saying something awful to you.
Yeah.
And then we put that in, we just cut it out of context.
You're not going to believe what an asshole that Stargate guy is.
What David Stargate said. Yeah.
Perfect. We should do our own marketing. We really should.
We should do something.
Hours in the day.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the chat. Thank
you so much.
Yeah.
I'm changing my sign off to stick up for yourself. God damn it. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
I like it better.
Yeah,
it's shorter. It's gritty.
It doesn't make me giggle the way the other one does, though.
Well, because I couldn't say it. It's
I know.
So
that's why I liked it.
The other one's so artificial, I couldn't.
No, the other one has a great. I love the idea that it's like stand up to tyranny. You know what I mean? Like from a guy who can't stand up. I mean, I just love that. But yeah. Okay. So what is it now? You're saying now it's.
I just say stand up for yourself, goddamn, and others.
Yeah.
Others.
Okay. Yeah. Stand
because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't want to let people like me who don't have the outgoing thing happening or the intellect or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to get run over by the world. So that's why I want to fight. Yay.
Good cause. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I am the
mine feels
really
God. Right. Mine feels really trite now. Be kind. Be brilliant. Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. I'll just change the reading now. I'll go until we geek again. Be brave, be kind, be brilliant. Cheerio and huzzah.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone. I'm not sure when we'll be back, but obviously as soon as we possibly can. And do scroll up and check out Lance, you got to start. We got to start getting your contact stuff in there. Where people can get in touch. And
everybody, could you go like I know X is the spawn of Satan, but if David's not around and I want to stream, I need. Well, can you do it, David? We talked about that.
What can I do? What
if I contacted you? Would you be able to announce that I'm getting ready to stream?
I could totally do that.
Maybe we'll just do that.
And knowing me, it'll be like a day after you've actually done it.
Probably 2 days later, and
right.
But
hey,
it's
all right.
so
I'm just gonna look up your. I want to check out your.
Oh, thanks, Cal. Look what Cal did.
What'd she do? Oh, she just put it up there. Oh, thank God, because I was like, I'm struggling to find anything.
I love Cal.
Cal's the best. All right, Cal is the fantastic. If you want to help Lance out, and you should, that's the way to go.
It will go to a great cause.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get paid
So-
$150,000 to write his biography as the ghostwriter. That's what we're going for.
I am so gonna boss him around if he gets $150,000. Oh, like there will be calisthenics involved.
I gotta go into ghostwriting. That's some good. This is good money in that. Although the 10
No
grand,
crap.
I guess it depends on how long you're.
I kind of thought that Harper Steele would be a good person.
Harper Steele.
Do you know who that is?
No, who's that?
The trans person on Will and Harper, like Will.
Oh yeah, that's that one. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, but that person wrote for Saturday Night Live and writes. They're a professional writer. And I thought they're funny.
Hire professional writers.
They have a completely different life that would make them maybe.
Yeah, you just like $500,000 to pay them.
I'll give them half. Do you give movie rights too, or how do you do that?
I don't know. This is why we should talk to agents.
Goddamn.
I don't entirely know. I think you could do so. You could. I mean, you could probably.
I'll give them 1/3.
You could sell your life rights. You could do. I don't know. There's all sorts of things you could do. Jane's probably the best person to ask about that. Did you ask Jane about that when you were talking to her?
No.
I don't think we were there.
I asked her about trying to where I could get a song and things like that, and I just teased her.
All right.
Now she stuck up for you. I think she thought I really thought you were dumb.
Yeah, no, yeah. If you want to piss her off, definitely just
insinuate that David can't do a thing.
Yeah,
he's absolutely bright.
He's very.
The shit out of you.
She's the first person to admit it to me, but to anyone else, she's very effective. It's very good.
Are you sure, David? We can't hire a professional to do this. But then if somebody questions you,
oh yeah,
he's got it. He's got this.
Go for his eyes. Yeah, no, that's it. That's all he's got. That's all he's got left. Go for his eyes. There you go. Then we cut to you crying, and then they go, "Can you believe? You're not going to believe what he said next." You know,
Hewlett's wife went for his eyes.
All right, I gotta go.
Okay,
I gotta be entertaining now and go and have guests for dinner and things.
Oh, sip wine and say
I may
things.
sip wine. Recently I've been sipping a little wine and I've been quite enjoying it. Saturian, thank you very much for throwing That's a British pound. That's 2 British pounds.
What the hell?
Oh, boy.
That's like real monies.
Yeah, that's
Thank
page
you so
1.
much.
Page 1's covered. There you go.
Nice.
All right, get out of here, everyone.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
Yes.
And week.
Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. We'll talk to you soon. Cheerio, huzzah, all that stuff. Standing up, and we're out of here.
Bye-bye.
See y'all. Thanks very much. Really, we do appreciate the chat comments. If we don't get to everyone, I'm sorry. There's a lot going on, and
Yeah. And I was crying like a baby. Yeah. So there.
We didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everyone. Bye.